Apollo Mawati, Special Presidential Assistant in charge of civilian veterans, and the National Chairman for NASA Veterans. I'm happy to talk to you, all Ugandans who are watching this program, and I'm wishing you a prosperous New Year 2023. Though we have been having some challenges of Ebola, COVID, but now we are okay. In 2 weeks to come, or 1 week from now, we are going to Liberation Day, which will be held in Kakumiro. And this day, to me, I call it a newborn baby. Since 1986, this is the day when we celebrate the real liberation of Uganda, the real independence of Uganda from bad leadership. And we are proud of this because of the efforts done by His Excellency the President and dedicated cadres, including myself, and you who are listening, the well-wishers of the party, of the ruling party. As our theme, our tireless efforts to transform Uganda is a promise we cannot afford to fail. And we are here not to fail because of simple reasons, my comrade. Security, as they say, guru, stability, at least most of the country are secure for development. We have done a lot as the president puts things in action. We have developed in food security as OWC program is concerned. Democracy, we have gone into elections and by-elections. Freedom of expression, multi-party democracy, and others. And even by-elections, where NRM has been winning. Though there are some parts, there are some areas, there are some sections of people who say there is no democracy. Economic progress, like private sector investments, industries, self-sustaining programs like a Myoga Parish Development Model, we are doing it. And I'm happy that the veterans in my areas, they have done a lot in putting a Myoga, in exercising their rights into these programs. Like what they did on top, as I had liberated on OWC. The veterans did wonderful work up to now. They are following the programs. Educational progress, like private institutions, UPE, USE, and others. Vocational skilling programs, schools set up like seed schools, almost in every constituency or in every Gomborola. Health facilities have been set up almost in every Gomborola sub-county. There is Health Center 3. And even moreover, in some districts, we have some referrals hospitals. Communication infrastructures improved. Air transport, roads construction, media companies, and even sea transport. I recently saw the fuel being lifted from Mwanza through the lake on Kabaka vessel. I was so impressed and I was very happy that we have done something which is counted for. Improved living standards in some areas like Karamoja. I remember one time when we were young, the leadership of Uganda, they used to say, we cannot wait for Karamoja to develop. Giving a constituency, giving a district, giving fellow Ugandans, telling them that we cannot wait until Karamoja, as if Karamoja were not born. It was so dangerous, and I was not happy with that. That's why I even took my body, my blood, to fight for the welfare of Karamoja and others who are given as an example. And united youth government, social projects like water, schools, gender issues, etc. Restoration of the kingdomships and cultural institutions. They are doing well. They are not interfering with government programs. I have the nominal role of Ugandans of Fronasa Liberation Team. I have the records, they are here. And every month, we have to check up those who have passed on, those who are still living, those who are getting old, who cannot even, and actually I requested for something that those who are at 80 years, they should have a house accommodation of 2 bedrooms. But for the Akasimo, most of these guys, most of these comrades, they go to the Akasimo. About 70%. I know the district switch go to the Akasimo. For the like Sinjiro, 80% got it. Akasimo of 1.5 million. And those who are commanders, they got 5 million according to what you did. Whether you finished the war, whether you didn't, whether you deserted, the period you spent there liberating the nation, it is counted for, and you get 1.5 to 5 million. But there is money. Money is also a problem. Because when you get your money through the bank and it goes to your account, you cannot go around singing that you got the money. No, you just keep quiet. It's your money. You cannot, they don't come back to tell the leadership here, for example, that you see, look here, comrade Apollo, thank you so much for pushing my name, our names, and we got our money. They can't, because that is their money. And I don't need, the only thing, but they whisper, they say, Nzenafuna Akangi. They don't say how much, but at the long run, they say, we are not getting anything from the government. And others say, let's wait for the time when they come for election, for the voting. We shall put them on Eniga. They call it Eniga, Omnigo. Huh? We shall tie them until we give them. We can't give them our votes until they pay us our money. But the money is paid. The government is paid. And on top of that, government has never failed to pay. Never. You claim, at the same time you get your money. For the case of medals, I submit the names. The number, I submit the names of those who are really deserve the medal. But then there is a committee under the president, the words committee, and those who go through, because they cannot give 100, 2,000 what, as SOPs of COVID is. But when they do that, they give few of them, then the next next event of in a year, like Labor's Day, like Independence, like Liberation Day, like Teresta, they give some medals. For NASA, we are not 100% or 90% that we have achieved everything. No. Though we have been in social environmental activities in local population in order to protect the environment, I have opened regional offices to coordinate economic activities of FRONASA members, organized and established cooperative societies, companies, circles, and clubs of members in the country to mobilize members for economic benefits, and some have benefited from operational wealth creation. But we are lacking one thing, and I'm appealing to His Excellency the President and the authority, at least and Minister of Finance, to put something in our circles to uplift our well-being. We are lacking that, and we have not achieved any. We have not achieved any. All these reports, I submit them to the authorities. Even my reports go through the head, the special presidential advisor on military service, on military activities, General Salim Saleh Akandwa now. Actually, circles, we need some money. We need money. And we are aging. We are aging from 70 and above. We need money to upgrade. We cannot eat that money anyhow. But at least we have to do something, as we have never demonstrated to the government that we are lacking A, B, C, and D. We have never gone to any view, but we simply request this money to put in our circles and to develop our areas. You talk about harassing the opposition. I don't agree with you. How? We have not harassed Honorable Mau. We have not harassed him at all, because he is a law-abiding cadre. Law-abiding cadre. Until his usefulness has come to NRM. DP has not, it's an old political party, but it has never been harassed. Members have never been harassed. But why do you want to go to church, to go for prayers? You go to Zambia, you go on top of the vehicles, calling all people to come and join you. You have some flags of political parties. Are you going to do the rally in Zambia hall? Do you call that one a prayer? If you want to go for a prayer, you go in a humble manner and you go and pray and come back. You listen to the preacher of the day. You go and to your home, to your activities, but you don't bring flags of different parties. You talk on Mizindaro. You are worrying people, let's go. You drum everything. You destabilize that one who is hawking his sales. You disturb him. You take away their phones. You bring hooliganism in prayers. Really, can the government sit down and look at you? Is that really going to talk the way you have to talk to God as democracy? Because we have been singing democracy, because NRM brought democracy, or you are doing it vice versa, the other way around. The difference between His Excellency, the principal, Ndugu Bobi Wine, there is no difference between him and retired Colonel Dr. Kizza Besigye. Because I give an example. I'm a veteran. Colonel Dr. Besigye is a veteran, and he's senior to me. But when I meet him, he's in opposition. I'm in NRM. But I have to stand and give him salute. I give him the respect he deserves. I can't abuse him. I cannot salute him when I'm a layer, when I'm in my private clothes. But others who are in uniform, they salute him. Isn't that the ideology which was brought by Colonel Dr. Kizza Besigye as former political commissar of NRM? They say they want democracy. Both of them. I agree with them. They don't agree with this democracy. But then there is one way of democracy. From here, they go to Kenya to express their interests. To Kenya in the Republic of Kenya, a sovereign state from Uganda. They don't do it, but they go to Kenya. And Kenya just look at them. They say, who are these? I want to talk about wapi. The others, they say they are Ugandans. And it's good, these newspapers, they don't follow them. The TV, the media, they don't follow. Instead, they come and say we have been in Kenya as visitors. Isn't that democracy to go to Kenya and you talk anyhow to the government that is in power? Was it the case during the Obote 1, Obote 2 and Amini? Was it the case? If we want to ask our consciousness, Banang, we must have to koma. Because you cannot put a finger. They say in Abanyankole we have a proverb that even if a snake does not bite, you cannot put a finger in its mouth. No. Someone with a gun, and you pinpoint him, you remove the policeman out of the vehicle, that you get out and I show you, and he's armed. Can you imagine? That is the democracy. You want other people to share in tears. To see me removing these glasses and I start crying. Sad, painful, Kiruma. And you are young. You are enticed to go to the bush. Omwana w'emyaka 16, 17. You first put him and he watches Schwarzenegger, Kung Fu. These films, how they are fighting, how they are doing what, how they are. And you take him to the bush that you want democracy. Someone is giving me an example of Kadogo. Kadogo, for example, when I joined, I was 16. But I think 16 was above when I joined FRONASA. Second phase. I was above. 16 was above. But these Kadogos you are talking about, that's why they joined the bush. Carrying carrying luggage. Taught how to fight the dictatorship. And immediately after the war, we had to take them to the school of Kadogos and change their mindset from the gun. These are the Kadogos, but not Kadogos of who were captured and killed during Ntoroko invasion from DRC. And you are given different names, you are nicknaming them. And moreover, if they are doing that, why are you using the other religion names? Why don't you use your own name, which we are given by? But indoctrination of these pharaohs, of who are agitating for the change, they teach them how to do, even how to slaughter a human being. That's not fighting for democracy. And those are not the type of Kadogos. No. We have our Bible, we have our Quran, which is the constitution of the party. The constitution of the party, we have to go by that. Article 1, Article 2, Article 3, Yohana, Ibrahim, Adamu, so on and so forth. We are not stopping anybody, but as our constitution and the NRM, now we have 4 years to go. 4 years to go. We have done 1 year since elections. We have 4 years to go. Why can't we first fulfill the constitution and the mandate which we are given to the president by the party? The president didn't come by air. He was elected and endorsed by the party. And I can see there is a good example. If one of the NRM leader passes away, the son or the daughter is elected to that post as a replacement to finish off what the dad or mom has not completed. Isn't that a change? Isn't that a change? We have some principles. The way how we do our things as elders. If you are my eldest son, and I expect you to take over from me when I die, or when I'm getting old. You don't come and force me that be on the side, I take over. There is a chance. You wait for the will. If I cannot give you the will now, show you the will now, there is time when that will be out, like NRM constitution. There is a will. Our young boys and our young girls, they are coming to power. But then there is, I advise them that young guys, old boys and girls, don't push us. We are not here to live. No, we are in 70, we are going to leave this country and give and hand it over to you. But take your time, learn more things which you have not learned. Ate mugoberere constitution NRM nesek. As a family, you cannot wish me to go and you take over from me when your mom is still alive. There is time. Actually, there is time. And secondly, I'm happy with the MK project, who are pushing for the project. I'm so happy for one reason or two. One, as young ones born in NRM, they have awakeness. At our age, we have been keeping quiet. After elections, we go to do our own things. We don't keep the party burning. We relax until electioneering is coming. Tomorrow, we start building up reviving the party principles, cards, we bring in posters, we say ekiseera kituuse. But when they came in, the project, when the project came in, my God, we have come up. We have come up with a big force to maintain the ground. And I'm happy for that project. Secondly, they have silenced young guys who are doing havocs to populacy within opposition. They have silenced them completely because they are also strong. Those guys in opposition, they used to say, twagala kukikwata. Newafe, MK, nabo bagala kukikwata. Now, we are settled as young as old cadres to wake up and keep the fire burning until 2021. When the delegates conference comes in, 2026, when the delegates conference comes, when the structures comes, when every fractures come in, when everything is settled, to plan for the next elections in our party, that's when Plan B will come in. But since we still have the senior, Mzee Wakazi, Mzee tena bado jazaika, let us show him the support. And we have shown him the support, and we still support him. But my son is on the way, not his son, but my son, my cadre, my son whom I have taught, whom I have shown the principles and the behavior. He also wants my seat. In the future, he will be the presidential advisor of General Waikem, of General Muhoozi Kainerugaba. I also want him to take over from me. Everybody wants that chance, and we keep the way, like Chama cha Mapinduzi. Chama cha Mapinduzi, just here along the border. By the way, as I'm winding up, as I had stated it earlier, though I'm waiting for the formal instructions from my seniors, but I understand the Taresta of Feb this year will be in one of the districts which makes Ankole region in 6 districts. As we finish Liberation Day of 26, we are going to Marara. The allocation will be informed to us accordingly. As I conclude, I appeal all Ugandans, all loving Ugandans, the citizens of Uganda, to enjoy the Liberation Day in Kakumiro and wherever you will be. Those who can't afford to move, keep the SOPs, because we still have some few in and out of Ebola and COVID. Long live NRM, long live His Excellency General Yoweri Museveni.
UBC, inspiring Uganda.
Over the years, we've dreamed to get onto the world stage. We've had that dream crushed. We've witnessed a total defeat of what could have been our greatest moment. We've felt our spirits go up, only to take a hard fall. We've had our fires burn out and leave only scars. We've seized the wind and had it pulled from our grasp. We've seen pain, and we've seen loss of the last fragments of hope. But we are made of resilience, and resilience never stops dreaming. So we will dream even bigger with the Cranes Cup Bowl 2026. Together, let's take Uganda to the next FIFA World Cup.
Together, let's take Uganda to the next FIFA World Cup. For every Now Special you buy, we will give 50 shillings to the Uganda Cranes 2026 fund. You will also get the chance to choose how the Cranes Cup Bowl contributions are spent. Now Special, official beer of the FIFA World Cup and official beer partner of the Uganda Cranes.
Alcohol is not for sale to persons under 18. Please drink responsibly.
UBC, inspiring Uganda.
Rearing rabbits is among the important agriculture practices in the country due to its benefits, though any farmer will tell you that it's a risky business. However, starting a rabbit farming business does not require a lot of capital like any other business does. Rather, it requires the entrepreneur to have knowledge about animal husbandry and how best to raise them. Today, with Isa Ruingare Chivinge, a farmer and a professional veterinary doctor, recites to us that rabbits as an investment in our localities are easy to rear compared to other animals. The fact that the rate of production is high as they quickly multiply.
You should have an interest in what you are going to do. 2, the space where you're going to start such a project. But before starting such a project, you should have the shelter as you see them here, because you don't need somebody to be starting poultry project or rabbit project or any livestock project without having the shelter. 2, you should choose what breed if for rabbits, because we have a variety of rabbits, but they are not the same, which people need to know. There are some types of breeds. There is California, there is American, New Zealand, as many. But these ones, they differ. 1, in production. 2, in feeding. 3, and management. But management should not be a problem to the farmers there and who is viewing now. The only thing people need to understand, 1, if you have interest in what you are doing, everything will go on well. Because rabbits, as we speak now, it is the second project which can be managed by any person wherever you are. Because they are easily fed, they are easily managed, and even treated. The one thing people need to understand, hygiene is the first thing to be put at hand. It is the 4 point